Tensions were running high at the Wasco office on Lance Road when our cameras arrived on the scene. Placard-bearing Wasco employees voiced their frustrations with the company, the Minister of Public Utilities, and even their unions. Employees say they're fed up of receiving empty promises and will not budge if their concerns are not addressed by Minister Guy Joseph or the Prime Minister.
Unless a determination is made on the future of Wasco, the workers have to be concerned, because until that determination is made, their lives are being affected. And in essence, that is the issue. And in fact, the reason why the notice based on the Essential Services Act was put into the first place was based on that reason. Because a determination was not being made, there are some things that ought to have been done as far as the workers are concerned and was not done.
Monitoring the unfolding scenes of chaos from his upstairs office was a grim-looking John Joseph, Wasco's managing director. He says the industrial action by employees has had a crippling impact on the company's operations. Joseph has advised consumers to rely on personal storage supplies of water. However, he indicated that if the strike continues into Friday, a contingency plan will be put into full effect.
It has impacted our operations right throughout the island. Since most of the staff are now out, we haven't got personnel to actually operate the plant. So we've actually shut down the plant. And we were expecting a meeting to have taken place with the union leadership this morning. But I gather that the staff don't seem to have cooperated with the union leadership. So we're monitoring the situation, and we will have to revert to operating the plant otherwise.
The general manager is clear Wasco cannot afford to ride out the impasse if it drags on for days.
Until we find out exactly what's happening here today, we are uncertain as to when they are going to return to work. However, in the event that they don't return to work, we are going to implement our own measures to operate the plant. We will have to deploy other people to operate the plant if we have to do that.
Although critical of what he called premature action by the employees on Tuesday, General Secretary of the CSA, David DeMark, was quick to point out that the union's loyalties remain with the workers. He says the CSA and the NWU, the two unions who represent these workers, would continue to agitate on their behalf.
We believe the Tuesday stand-up was premature, because here we arrive at a point where we were awaiting a response from the authorities as far as the issues that the whole matter relates to. And we believe it was premature, but in thick and thin, any true trade unionists have to stand with workers in thick and thin. If the time comes and they are wrong, we need to tell them they are wrong. But in thick and thin, we need to stand with them. So we stand with the workers.
Later on Thursday, union representatives and Wasco management made their way to the Prime Minister's office, where the Cabinet of Ministers held an emergency briefing with the relevant parties. No word yet on the outcome of that meeting. Lovely St. Amy reporting for the HTS News, Channel 4.